Hey guys, Andre here with Boost. Today I wanted to talk about Hittrax, how we use it, and why I think old school hitting coaches and new school hitting coaches should both get along and like this thing. First and foremost, there's a lot of stuff on the screen. I just want to kind of go through it real quick. We have our at-bats, how many at-bats are done. We have on-screen action happening. This player I think is 14, so the defense is set up to defend a 14-year-old, okay? So first and foremost, the max velocity, that's the one we used to care about a lot in the beginning when we first got this thing. And we found that what happened is our players would just come in here and try to hit the ball as hard as they possibly could. And that's when their swings would get out of control. And this number started popping out to us. Hard hit average, okay? It's anything within 10% of the hardest hit ball for the day. So right now, Jordan is hitting ball 79 miles an hour. That's his hardest ball for today. He has to hit anything within 7.9 miles an hour of 79. So he would be anything 71 and up, and his hard hit average would go up. We started paying attention to that. And what we found was guys started squaring balls up a lot more. The average velocity would start to go up. So that was first and foremost our favorite thing that we focus on now, is trying to increase the average velocity by getting them to understand, hey, we need to stay within 10% of our maximum velocity, okay? We need to stop getting crazy with our swings just to run that number up and run the risk of fouling balls off or getting under them and all that whatnot. The next thing that I really like about the Hittrax is it's keeping track of all the launch angles. So our hitters are starting to understand, look, my exit velocity is 85 miles an hour. Well, I shouldn't be doing what big leaguers are doing with 95, 105 exit velocities, trying to get 17 to 32 degree launch angles. Okay, so we started focusing more on 10 degree launch angles. Those were just getting out of the infield. They weren't too high to where they're flying out. They weren't too low to where they weren't getting out of the infield. Okay, so that's cool. It's nice to understand the launch angles and stuff, and it's also nice to convince these guys, hey, you're not having these extreme exit velocities. They're not leaving the park. You're just getting flyouts, and they're starting to see it, okay? Over here, this is, I don't know if I said this is my favorite thing, but this is also pretty up there, okay? It's the view from the catcher. You can see this is right-handed inside, this is right-handed outside, left-handed inside, left-handed outside. So Max is hitting right now, he's a righty. He can see all of his hot spots for the day when he's taking batting practice, and he can see that last pitch hit the bottom of the strike zone, okay? So this next pitch just happened. It was outside pitch. He hit, made contact. We'll get to this one in a second, but he's doing really well low and outside. He's doing all right inside. But pitch to pitch, now he can see, hey, that ball, it was away, it was out of the zone. It's nice feedback for the hitter. There's no more arguing, that was close, that's what it is. That's the strike zone. Okay, this one is awesome because it's contact points. And I've been for years trying to get my hitters to understand why they should land close to equal to the front of the plate, okay? When you land equal to the front of the plate, most contact near the middle is going to be made off your foot, okay? So you can see it's zeroed out. Hittrax understands that they needed to have the contact point 0 at the front of the plate. So now all my hitters have an easy time being convinced they're gonna land equal to the front of the plate. Now we get real-time feedback. That last pitch was outside corner, and he made contact with it about 8 inches deep, which is a little too deep, but that's fine with us. The too deep outside is okay, too deep inside, never okay. Okay, so again, way too deep, that's the exit. This really helps us convince our hitters that they need to be making contact out front, equal to their front foot, and then slightly deeper, maybe 4 inches deeper. And it's really nice because they get that instant feedback every time. That's a little deep, but it's not, it's fine. Okay, so all of this put together, I understand how a stat geek would use this and think, oh, this guy's a good hitter or whatever. But I also think, look, an old school hitting coach, he should be loving this thing. And they should be loving this because it's collecting everything. So I don't have to go 3 months from now. I think Jimmy's been hitting the ball to right center good. I know if he's hitting it good. And that's where this last little panel comes in. I'm gonna switch this to the spray chart real quick. Just keep staying over there. And I can see all of Max's BP today. He's doing a really good job middle of the way, okay? And on days when we're working on inside pitches, obviously we'd want the Hittrax to look a little differently from this, but this is keeping all of his swings, okay? And then TJ, you can see he's had 46 at-bats. For his age, he's a 16-year-old. You can see his average for today, his hard hit average, we want that around 600. He just killed it that day. It keeps track of you, how many line drives you hit, all this. It's just awesome, okay? So having all this instant feedback, collection of data, yeah, I can use my eyeballs and go, hey man, that ball needs to get a little deeper. Hey man, you gotta get it out front a little bit more. Hey man, hit it into right center. I can do all that. I can do that too, that's fine. But if I have this Hittrax, guess what? I'm convincing these guys so quickly and easily by having this and getting to show them real time, okay? So all you old school hitters, hitting coaches, and all you new school hitting coaches, let's get along. I love this thing, Hittrax. We bought it with our own money. They did not give me this for free or anything. They didn't hook me up with any deals. I just felt like it was really important to show people how we use this Hittrax, why it's so important. All right, and that's Boost, and that's how we use the Hittrax.